It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your feel-good breakfast show. This is Expresso on SABC3. Now, if twerking on the interwebs while photobombing with a pop sock sounds very foreign to you, then you probably haven't heard of the new edition of the Oxford English Dictionary. Now, the dictionary has just added 500 new words to their list, including Twitterati, jeggings, autotune, and retweet. And as South Africans, we can be very proud of the fact that no less than 5 South African terms have actually been added to the latest edition of the dictionary. And with us in studio to tell us about them is Dr. Philip Lowe, Dictionary Content Development Manager for Oxford University Press Southern Africa. Great to have you here. I've been looking forward to this.
Yeah.
It's amazing because now we've got new words that are actually defined by the dictionary. I don't know if this means kids will actually be allowed to use them in schools, but let's quickly go through some of the definitions here. A noun, papsak.
Papsak, yes, that's that foil container with wine in it, the very cheap wine usually. And it's actually being used to describe the wine and not just the container that it comes in as well.
Okay, mahala as an adjective and an adverb.
Yes, so for free, gratis. And both of these words, papsak and mahala, show you that, English is a bit like a sponge. It just sucks up words from all the languages it comes into contact with, so that's very nice.
The next one we were all familiar with, tenderpreneur.
Oh, yes. Someone who benefits from contracts, especially a politician or someone in government, uses his position to secure contracts for himself, tenders for friends, etc., etc.
Controversial one.
It's a controversial one, but it's an interesting one, and you'll see it running as a theme through the words that have been taken up in this, intake of words. Is a lot of blends. So you've got tender and entrepreneur, and then they get put together, and it makes tenderpreneur.
All right. What about the noun whoonga?
Whoonga. Another trend, lots of drug words this time.
Wow.
So whoonga, nyope, both of those, those mixtures of drugs that are rumoured, and I must say rumoured, to contain antiretrovirals to actually make the high last longer. Other words like lolly lounge and tikten, those kinds of words have also been considered.
Now, if you're from Rustenburg, you'll know this one, Zef.
Zef, yeah. The antwoord, Jack Sparrow, it's that kind of common but cool vibe that you get.
Yeah.
And that's got a very interesting history of Ford Zephyr cars that were very famous in the 1960s and 70s with the working class, and if you got a bit of money, you really souped up your Ford Zephyr, and that's how Zeph came into being.
Yeah, and it's good that you mentioned the history because some of the words that have been added actually have a history
very
way beyond
yes.
what we've known, like twerk. What's the history behind twerking?
Okay, yes, twerk. It's actually got a very long history as a word. It goes back to 1820, around there.
People were twerking in the 1800s?
No, not the dance meaning of it. But again, like I said, blends very strong. You've got twitch and jerk, and it became twerk. So it was that kind of movement. And in the 1990s, in the bounce scene in New Orleans, they started using the word for the specific dance. And then, of course, Miley Cyrus did her thing.
And then we all just knew about it. And then also, I understand some international words that have also been brought in now. What is a freegan?
A freegan, another blend, free plus vegan. And what it means is someone who rejects consumerism and actually, lives off waste food from restaurants, that kind of thing.
Okay.
So it's kind of like being a bergie with a cause.
A bergie with a cause, my word, you just said that. And what about faux shizzle?
Yeah, faux shizzle.
That's a faux shizzle.
Yeah.
That's a word in the dictionary now.
Again, it's kind of like using for sure and then, coming up with something new. So, like for shizzle, dog. Kind of thing.
Dr. Philip Lowe just said dog, like, yo, okay. This is very, very cool. And so how often are words actually added to the dictionary?
To the OED, it happens a couple of times a year. We've put some on the Oxford Dictionary site before, and just to see whether they'll have that longevity, and then we swoop them into the Oxford Dictionary afterwards.
Yo, listen, DPL, that was dope, though. That was dope, though. I don't know. For shizzle, Zoe, okay.